Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome back to Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut Super Hyper Mega Ultra Arcade Edition Puzzle Fighter Tetris Quadruple Deluxe Pack. Yes. Here we go, and we continue with the apparently final area, and we're about to find out if there are credits at the end, and you know, if there's any other stuff we need to worry about. Do. So apparently poison gas in there. Oh, wow. That was a tight squeeze to realize very quickly to go invisible and hide. Jeez. Ugh. Game, throwing curveballs. I think I have the rebreather that I can actually survive the poisonous environment, so it should be okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is fine. Auto unlock. Oh, wait, really? Oh, yeah, because I made room into my inventory because I ate the cyber boost stuff and stuff. That is true and accurate. Oh, yeah, security hub. Let's go. Yeah. This actually might be a good one to hack. It actually might either turn some important stuff off or give some other useful information. Luke, I am your father. Yes. You did not kill Anakin Skywalker. Okey-dokey. That suddenly happened. Just in time. Okay, the camera. So there actually you can turn a turret off to kill all of them. Luckily, that is not how I operate, but that is an option. Jesus. Ooh. Now that is a choice right there. Is what that is. I'm actually not sure if you can empty this gas from here in any meaningful, conventional ways. You can explode the room, I suppose. Or, yeah, that's actually... Can you just explode these canisters and then that would eventually air out the room? I don't know. But the gas seems to be coming from those, so I don't know. I don't know. Alright, lots of invisibility and just go. But do not run, and do not bump into them, because if I bump into them, they turn hostile. They don't just, so that's why the balcony bit was so scary for me, because if I bump into them, they get angry. And just hard hostile, like red minimap and everything. Yeah, that is not easy. Alright. Oh, wow. Bad timing, huh? Oh, I don't like it. Don't like it. Do not like. Let's grab something. Oh boy. Oh boy. Not fun. Nice one. Okay, that may have been a really, really bad mistake. Because I need to actually get invisible again before things go bad now. I waited a bit too long. Alright. There. We got there. Man. It's a long game, but that is a different kind of a stealth, that is for sure. I have no idea how one is even supposed to approach that without having invisibility, though. Like, man. And I think in my first playthrough, I just basically caught, like, screw it, and just... I don't remember if I killed them, but at least I didn't care about being seen anymore. Like, nope, we'll just go. I maybe just like stun gunned them all or just shot them all. I don't remember, but I remember I did not care about being seen because I was like, nope, nuh-uh. But now I care. I still wonder that I probably won't get any of the achievements for not raising any alarms and being unseen, because even though I didn't raise any alarms and I didn't kill anyone. Oh, right. So don't raise alarms and don't kill anyone. I haven't done either, but I've seen at least one person die of natural causes after I knocked them out, so I think that's probably, you know. But, you know, still, it doesn't hurt to try. And I'm mentally prepared to not get anything. I just want to see the ending, you know? Because I feel like I have been doing this Let's Play for such a long time, and streaming for this for such a long time. I feel like it's just... Even the ending will bring me, you know, I don't know, catharsis, you know, some sort of closure. Something good. Also, I hope I haven't missed Seraph and friends. I have no idea if I've missed Seraph and friends. Oh, I really did miss them. Okie dokie. Hold the phone then. Where am I supposed to find them? What the hell? Like, actually, where am I supposed to find them? Because I feel like it's kind of story important to go find Seraph and Taggart and... Where? I don't think there's any one of them here. I'll just grab a big invisibility bit here and just see that there's no, like, yeah, I don't think there's anything below here. Okay, that is fascinating. Oh, wrong save. Sorry. Give us a minute. 17, right? Man. I don't know why I expected the game to just, like, be a little more forgiving and letting me find it. Like, okay. At least it says that there's a point of no return, but... Where? I guess they must be in, like, a separate bit of the... I don't know. Of the open balcony place or something. What the hell? Because I'm not sure where to even... Like, they did say, like, we're in the doobly-doo place, but I didn't see any good, like, icons of, like, hey, this is where this place is, you know? Okay, so I got the message somewhere around here. So I'm wondering that they're probably in some... side bit of that spot then. Okay. Man. Let's try. Trying is... Man, really? Okay, apparently that's not an option. And just like there's no... Oh. Yeah, this might be something. This better be something. It's kind of off-putting. Like, the game has been waypointing every single thing you've ever even dreamed of going to, except this, you know? It's kind of a weird curveball, you know? Just follow waypoint. Don't need to think about it, except in this one very specific instance. Like, hello. Our friends here. I hope.
You're the monster. It's your fault.
I'm sure we're all monsters. If we really look deep inside. Come.
It's your fault.
Can I go under through here? Yes. That's a good bit of something. Alright. Let's wait here to avoid extra loss of energy bars.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get away from me! Get away!
Man, Twitter really has gone places apparently. Judging from the sounds. Alright. Save here, go through.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
Oh wow, really? I think this corner is safe, relatively. It looks like it's not, but I think it is. Okay, what am I looking at here? A lot of stairs, and then there's an elevator all the way there. I wonder if the room on the left is one of the things I'm looking for. But I'm not sure how to... Man. I'd really love a waypoint to this. This is really... Like, I can't activate those secondary objectives in a machine room. And Bill Taggart barricaded with several wounded inside a server room. Yeah, but like where, you know? I'd hate to look for it on YouTube, but I'm kind of, you know, like, what am I looking for here? Alright. 3, 2, 1. Man, this is not a great time. Oh boy. And all I have is like a, you know, feeling and a prayer that they're here, you know? Also, is this just a separate entry to the big room I was just in? Oh, okay. That's something, but...
Get away from me! Get away! Get away from me!
Dead body of something or other. Man. No idea where I'm going.
Get away! Get away from me!
Okay.
It's happening again! Seeing shadows. Oh, just shadows.
I'll take a bit of a back step from this.
Get away! Get out! Get away from me!
I don't even...
Get away from me!
Is that a dead end? Oh yeah, it is just that. Okay, why? What does that do?
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
I mean, I have to assume at least one of those two is somewhere in here after that elevator. Surely. They must be. They absolutely have to be.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get away from me!
The question is, is there any reason to punch those three, or is it just... Because in like an immediate way, this doesn't seem meaningful. It's just... If anything, it looks like a random ass entrance to this place, you know? It doesn't seem meaningful. Like, even if they have items, what are items I would need like that badly, you know? Let's check the other way that this leads to and see what that's about. I gotta imagine that's at least something. That way there. Gotta imagine that's something. And there's also a vent. That vent actually could lead to something interesting. Let's go see. Surely that's something. Get in there. Well, it gives XP at least. That be David Seraph. Hello. Let's save before I talk to him in case there's... Because I don't remember if I did this in my first playthrough all those many years ago. I have no memory of this.
Adam! Oh, thank God you came. I've got wounded here. We'll have to move them first.
We can't move anyone yet. Not until I get to the base of the station and shut down Darrow's broadcast.
What? Why?
The chaos you experienced here, it's everywhere. The Illuminati created a biochip that stops people from using enhanced abilities, and Darrow turned it into a kill switch.
Oh my God, you... We gotta fix this, Adam. If people realize what's happened, if they believe augmentation technology created this chaos, they'll ban human enhancement research forever.
And that would be a bad thing.
Yes, it would! Don't you see what's at stake here? Ever since man first crawled out of that ocean, we've been striving to be more than we are. Augmentation technology is just the latest, greatest step on a very long road. But we've barely scratched the surface of its potential. We can't let fear stop us from continuing.
That's your belief, Seraph. Not everyone shares it.
But you do, Adam. I know it. And if we work together, we can really make a difference. We can improve the lives of everyone, but only if we fix this.
Go on.
We'd have to get a message out. After you shut down Hugh's signal. Tell the world. Tell them the Humanity Front did this. That their doctors created a virus that only affects augmented people.
You mean lie?
It'll give us time, son. Time to figure out how to destroy the Illuminati's biochips and move on.
And what about the people who've been hurt by this? Don't they deserve the truth?
Adam, if we want the freedom to become more than we are, we can't be blinded by a misguided morality. Some people will be left behind. It's reality. It's evolution, son.
Right. Evolution based on my DNA.
Please, son, you have to stay with me on this.
I'll think about it.
He keeps calling Adam son, which is interesting.
Do I know you? You're Sarah's boy, aren't you? Jensen. Are you here to stop the carnage? Someone needs to take charge here.
Can I have morbid curiosity. Can I stun gun Seraph? It's not that I... I had no idea because you can't do that in the HQ for the thing. Oh my goodness. That kind of makes it worth it. Like I like Seraph mostly fine. He's a complicated, kind of an arrogant, but mostly like he's not a evil man. In the, you know, there's a, you know, what is and isn't evil in the Deus Ex universe, but he's a ends justify the means kind of guy, but he doesn't like, okay, let's kill 100,000 people with a kill switch, you know, kill switch stuff. He's not that, you know. So there, you know, there's Bull. I think it's a like a floor though. It's not a, yeah. I mean, I had to give it a go. I had no idea that's actually possible. I thought that the game would like prevent me from doing that. I honestly thought it would, because I don't think it's gonna let me punch him. That's what you get for not telling Adam the full story. Oh my goodness, that is kind of fun, I have to admit. Okay, cool. Lovely. Gas grenade. Okay, but I still need to find Taggart, though. Also, do I hear an EMP mine on the other side of that door? That is quite something. Credit chip. I don't think I need the laser rifle battery. I can drop that back. Sorry. I'm not used to having an extra bit of room in the inventory. Computer. He looks a little bit like I don't know. He reminds me of someone. I can't quite place. Oh, trank darts I can grab though. Okay. Right. Okay, so that's that. And then the other boy, Taggart. Something server room. Where could that be? I'm wondering that there's a secondary, like a way to go somewhere in the balcony bit that was a tough cookie. That's my first guess. I guess that the door does say machine room, so joke's on me. Alright. Just invisible as ever. This probably just shows the, yeah, that's the mine right there. There's probably not a lot of good reasons to go there. Let's just hack through this door and just keep going. I'm not sure if I talked to Seraph in my playthrough before. It's... That dialogue seems like it almost rings a bell, but I just don't know.
Access granted.
Wow, really? Why do you have fragmentation mines all the way here? What sense does that make? Because that'd be not great. I don't know what to do with that. Because I don't think I can do anything about those. Thing at a time and all of that.
Access granted.
Well, save the game again and maybe I can just give it another go, but I don't... It just doesn't seem like something I've never been able to... Yeah, I don't... Maybe I'll give it another go, but it just doesn't seem like it's doable. Yeah, I don't know. Anything worth getting, I suppose? I mean, plasma rifle stuff is fun and all, but... What's the other side of this? I mean, it's... I'll just run through this a little bit more and make sure that there's nothing worth finding out. I hope there isn't, because that set of mines alarms the people, and I don't like it. Don't like it. That'd be no good. Alright, energy bar is a fun thing and all, but still. Yeah, it's just loops back here. Okay. I may need to just find and YouTube
Get off! Get off! Get off! Get away from me! Get away! Get away from me!
I may need to YouTube my way into finding where Taggart is, because I have no idea.
Get off! Get away from me! Get away! Get away! Get away from me!
Right. And just, there's no extra immediate, like, I've never been super good at reading the maps in this game, but I think that's all the meaningful exits here.
No! You won't get me! You won't get me! There it is!
Okie dokie. Right, so this corner should be safe. So if I want to get the energy bar, I can take a right from the next room. So that's an option I can do. But yeah, I don't know where to look for Taggart. I might actually need to Google that one. I have no clue. And I'm really not super interested in invisible sneaking my way through this like all the time. Back and forth. Not sure if I'll find it, but we'll see. Maybe. Like, it seems like my instinct of where basically to go is accurate, but still. Eesh. But yeah, first here, and let's get this stuff. This thing here. Don't need those. I think all of the rest of the stuff is useless. And I think the plasma gun is behind still mines, even if I approach it from here, right? I can double check, but I think that's true. Yeah, I suppose I can hack this for the XP. Why not? Always, you can always improve, even when you're basically perfection. Yes. Alright, not too bad. There we go.
Access granted.
Okay, any beep beeps, and that's basically where I can't go. Yeah. That's gonna alarm the baddies, and I just don't want to go there. I like the plasma gun ammo, but I don't like it that much. Because I feel like I'm gonna finish the game without using it anyway.
You're the monster. It's your fault. Just leave me alone.
Alright. So let's hide under here. Gonna be all nice and cool. Be calm, collected, and methodical, and we're gonna get through this. I hope. Alright. Deep breath. In and out, and we can manage. So yeah, while I'm not completely closed off to the idea of selling a lie to the people, assuming it saves lives, and assuming it actually genuinely is for the betterment of humanity, and not just like, hey, it's for the betterment of the humanity, while, you know, we get rich and control them and so on, you know. So I'm not beyond that. That is a possibility, but let's put it this way. If Sarif was, if David Sarif was the only one, was like the one calling the shots of what gets done and what doesn't, I could maybe listen to that notion of like selling a lie and then that'll work out. But I have a bad feeling that Sarif's idea will end up being something that, you know, other people, be it Illuminati, be it some other group, Majestic 12, whatever, they're gonna end up controlling, you know, maybe the augmented people, something else that's gonna be bad for humanity in the long run. So it's a, you know, it's a hard cookie, that one. Okay. Okay, so let me see some So I think this bit is where I'm going. So my instinct was leading me toward this set of balconies. So I think I was right in thinking of this area, but I'd rather just check, because I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of done trying to hunt these down without a waypoint. I feel that is a design mistake, to not give a waypoint for the player, to just show, okay, where are these people? Everything else is a waypoint in this game up until now. Like, maybe you need to look for something somewhere here and there, but really not much. And this just, I don't know, it just feels out of place.
Stop moving! Stop!
Am I out of sight here? Yes, good. I can recharge and take it nice and easy, you know. This spot would be a great for vacation, right? This bit of corner here. Just vacation forever and it's gonna be fine. Alright. Save game and let's see if we can manage our way all the way through this madness once again. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Oh, Jesus Christ. And again, you cannot touch the people. If you do that, you're gonna be seen, and that is... Or they'll feel you, rather, and they'll become hostile, and that's curtains right there. Okay, I need stairs to get there. I'm not sure how. Oh, bup. Do not. Wow. How was I supposed to avoid that, huh?
I don't want to dance! No dancing! I know.
That is genuinely kind of messed up. How am I supposed to honestly avoid that one? That is a lot of invisibility for just one sitting. They're alarmed a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, now I'm here. It's actually kind of hard to manage this place, because if you hear them being like, you don't know if they've actually seen you, you know? That adds to the difficulty, for sure. Alright. Yeah, so I think it's through there, and then I just find my way through the whole problem. Alright. Let's see what we find. That's a camera. That is no good. No good is what that is right there. Camera bad. Oh Jesus. Camera that would have seen me. That is even less Gouda. Okay. Save data. And let's tackle the problem. Clear-eyed. Let's go. Well, this does look like a server room. That is a lot of people. Right. Yeah, this seems bad. Pocket secretary. Wait, that... Hold on. Oh, it's an automatically generated message, but... Okay, that's really weird. It's an automatically generated message, but it's still... Like... It looks kind of, like, hopeless, you know? Like, this is an automatically generated message from the Pangaea Oceanic Installation 5 Huron Core. Fine. And then it's just, like, full of weird, like, some, you know, like, weird capitalizations and, like, low W, high E, slash, capital U, lowercase s, you know, and have received your request for new security access codes for SecHub 433 ACCAM all. The new login will be Cathus. The new password will be missing home. Like, okay. Live, love, learn. ... It seems like hopeless in a weird way. Like, that's, huh. Okay. Curious enough. Okie dokie. Actually, how do... Oh, there's 3 of those nodes. That okay, so let's nuke both of these. And nuke these 2. And then we go for the 2 big ones right here, and we'll just get through. Boom.
Access granted.
There we are. 400 money and a stop worm software. Turn off all cameras. Robot is disabled anyway. Good. So, there we are. But we still need to actually... Okay, how do I get in there, though? There's no, like, sleep gas grenade, you know? Or, well, not something that they don't get hostile into first. Brawr! Yes. I guess I just jumped my way through here then. Yeah, guess so. Get a slight burn in, and there we are. 1 damage in, and we just go through here. Oh, the body has plasma capsules. Ooh, lovely. That is good vibes right there. Always look on the bright side of life, or death in this case, and just, if you die with plasma capsules in your pocket, that's a win. That's a win right there. Okay, let's see about hacking this door. It should let me get through. Bum ba ba. Yeah, this is simple. Lovely. Boom.
Access granted.
Tight, but there we go. Hello. Laser rifle battery. Just give me the other thing, thank you. I could have punched through the wall, but why bother? Wait. Something about taking care of our girls, but I don't think it's people. Or... I'm not asking you to sit in there and talk to them, but I am asking you to make sure the nutrient lines are filled and no contaminants are getting in. And it's perfectly safe to open the pod every once in a while to check for heart rate and... Oh, they are people! Okay, fine, I stand corrected. And pulse fluctuations manually. Just remember to use the associated security hub for each pod to open and then close it after you're done. Thanks, SD. Look guys, I know it makes some of you squeamish, but we have a responsibility to these girls. They are sacrificing everything to make sure this station is safe and secure. Need I remind you what could happen if one tiny crack in the outer structure goes undetected? Whatever the hell that means. I'll make a quick save again before... Hello Taggart, what's up?
Mr. Jensen, how ironic that you should be the one to save us from the monsters out there.
Monsters, Taggart? You mean people. Augmented people who've lost all control, lost their reason.
Isn't that supposed to be my line? Unfortunately, it seems your esteemed Mr. Darrow decided to appropriate my point and turn it back on me. In madness and in blood. He has betrayed us all.
So you finally admit it. You are part of this after all. You have been all along.
It would be pointless to deny anything now, but despite what you think of us, we never wanted augmentations outlawed. All we've ever sought is regulation, rules governing how the technology is developed, and laws that ensure it's used for the good of society.
You've raised society above humanity. So who gets to make those rules?
Men with wisdom, strength, and tenacity to know what's right. Proven leaders who distinguish themselves like you, Mr. Jensen. You've certainly earned the right to be one of us. All you have to do is take it.
I'm not looking for glory, Taggart.
Just remember that without control, there's no room for freedom, only anarchy. You were a policeman once. You know the importance of order.
I know there's a difference between order and slavery.
The biochip wasn't supposed to force people to do anything. It merely limited power so that people couldn't go on killing sprees like the ones taking place right now.
Amazing how well that worked out.
Say what you will, but I know that some part of you agrees with me. Absolute freedom is no different than absolute chaos. Society
That is
needs
true.
boundaries if it has any hope of
sounds reasonable.
surviving. And you, Mr. Jensen, can be the one to give us that hope. Shut down Darrow's signal. Then help me get a message out saying that an accident at VersaLife contaminated the world's neuropozyne supply.
VersaLife? And what if I decided to blame the Illuminati?
The Illuminati is just a name to get rich financiers to invest more money. Besides, do you really think the world will believe in some 18th century conspiracy theory? Do this for us, and you'll ensure a future for mankind, all of mankind, augmented or otherwise. The future Hugh Darrow offers doesn't allow for both.
Let me think about it.
Alright. So there's a couple of things there. He's not wrong on a lot of the things he says, I think. I'm not saying I agree with him on everything, but it is an interesting thing that, by definition, it seems like Adam Jensen disagrees fully when they speak to Adam Sarif or William Taggart there. Just to probably just like the idea seems to like to sort of push them on their points, but it almost sounds like they're like when I played this before, I remember feeling like the game is trying to like tell me that they're both just completely wrong. It maybe makes Adam Jensen like be a little too negative on both of them, that you like don't know, like I don't know, like, well, what am I like I don't know who to believe and what to feel about most of this stuff, but he has a lot of points. Like, if there is absolute freedom and no regulation on any of this stuff, that is going to end really badly. Because absolute freedom is kind of anarchy. That is true. If it, like, reads to... if that reaches everything in society. Like, societies operate because they have some limits on what you can and cannot do. I feel that is true. Like, societies operate because you're not allowed to punch people in the face, you know, like that. I feel that is true. Like, it's kind of hard to argue otherwise. Like, those sorts of things I feel are true. I'll see if I can jump to that bend. It's a very tempting target. Not quite. Oh wow, really close though. Oh, there you go. Woo! Where does this lead, actually? Hello. And what was the other thing? He said something about, like, I forget the exact wording, but something along the lines of, like, enlightened, proven leaders to decide these things on how society should function. I've been wondering about this, like, recently somewhat. Like, I'm not saying I've reached an endpoint to this, but I've listened to, like, some, you know, points made and points taken on, and points reasoned around or not very well reasoned on, you know, leading society, you know, how society should function, you know. Because I listened to this, I happened to listen to this YouTube video of some sort of a radio show. It's like a pretty official radio show, mind you, not like a specific winged fringed radio. No. Like I want to say it was LBC on the Britain thing, which I don't care if it's like left or right wing. I just mean I feel like it's vaguely mainstream, at least. Anyway, I feel like they're usually somewhat on the like economical left, but there was this interesting wondering by one of the reporters, I have no memory of what their name was, where when Queen Elizabeth died, they wondered about the reporter, like it was some guy. He wondered about like what is really the best way to have a leader in a country, you know, because the next king, Charles. I care so very little about monarchy. They made the point, or they said out loud the point, and I am not saying I agree with any of this. I'm just like building into a wondering, right? Just deep breaths. Yes. They made the point that that there is, according to them, all of us, like they, as far as I understood, that reporter was against monarchy, like that the monarchy is outdated, shouldn't really be a thing. At least that's the vibe I got. However, because democracy has had like a bad time for a while, like, you know, the current version of American democracy elected a really not helpful president in 2016. I think we can most probably agree on that point. Like, didn't get much done, was mostly just like useless and caused harm, more or less. I feel deep down we can all probably agree on that point. I sure hope. But yeah, like, that democracy did not bring out an enlightened leader, if you will, you know, that could actually make decisions that have any sort of wisdom behind them, right? You know, let's nuke a hurricane, I'll draw into this weather map with a Sharpie, you know. Anyway, like or dislike, it just not a lot of wisdom there in terms of like leading a country or anything, right? And apparently, it was a bit touch and go, maybe at least on the reporter's opinion, with Britain as well, with the somewhat similar prime minister. I don't really have a really deep understanding of British politics, so I'm not sure how, you know, good decisions like Boris Johnson or someone did during their what's like a good word, regime, administration, you know. Anyway, going forward to the point, the reporter wondered out loud, like, is there something to be said about a person who for their entire life has been prepared for the role of one day becoming king, so that they just don't come out of the woodwork like, "Hi, I'm the leader, blah, blah, blah," and then they just bumble around and everything goes to hell. Like, they made that point, that is that really the worst option? But I think that reporter may have been kind of blinded by the current or recent results of democracy, though. I feel like democracy got into some really bad results recently in those two examples. Yes, it's kind of not super hard to agree with that one. But even if you're like economically left-wing, right-wing, so on, they just, especially on the American front, it's just like, you know, there was no wisdom in decisions. Like, that is kind of undeniable. Like, that's a different question of, well, do you like the racism or whatever? That's, you might be a bad person. Fine, but there was no wisdom in decisions. So, but I feel like in monarchy, it can just as easily happen that a mental case of absolute horrible psychological proportions can also just by happenstance be on the road to a crown. Like, imagine if just the slight random chance of monarchy would be different and Andrew would be going to be king. Like, I don't know if any amount of being prepared for that role would help. It probably wouldn't be good. And mind you, of course, king in Britain isn't like a, you know, the be all end all power user in it, but it's still like a head of state in a meaningful sense. So where was I going with this? That the thing that Taggart said about like enlightened and learned, you know, sort of leaders or quote-unquote elders of our people who actually understand and decide what is the correct thing to do. That is always a really, really good thing to strive for until it doesn't work. And I really hope one day we stumble upon a system of government where we actually truly reach this some sort of a system where we can actually pretty consistently, like truly consistently, get like heads of state, leaders, that sort of like that consistently do truly wise and sensible decisions that make sense, that are not just like driven by like these weird whatever culture war issues and whatever, you know, me and my hot takes. I don't know, maybe I just shouldn't have said anything, but I like to wonder about this stuff. I find it interesting. I like politics without being like ad hominems and just, you know, I suppose I did say that there was no wisdom in decisions, but honestly, is that an ad hominem or is that just kind of true? There was other motivations behind decisions than reasoning or trying to improve things, you know? And maybe that's just okay to admit. I don't know. Sure feels like it should be. Anyway. And I wonder about these things, like, it may be that perhaps, like, what if it in the end is that humanity is not quite capable enough to always elect the sensible leaders? Like, I feel like recently that's kind of been shown to be the case as well. But the other options, as I think Churchill maybe said, the other options are worse. So, what do you do with that, you know? Me and my hot takes. I find it all really genuinely interesting. And not trying to, like, cause any harm to anyone's thinking or feelings or whatever. I don't know. I find it interesting. Truly do.
Just let me finish! I gotta talk to you!
Oh boy, that is really, really scary. Oh. Where? Like, yeah, the quote-unquote village elders type of government. It's really good until that one person comes that it just goes all to hell, and then there be lots and lots of trouble. You know? But maybe that's the thing, that there needs to be enough checks and balances and societal, like, laws and all of this stuff that even when the actual head of state is just not quite there, you know, or is just not the right person to do it, the system still operates well enough that it doesn't start immediately falling over. Which kind of, I think, is what maybe happened in the current Americas during the 16 to 20. You know, like, if you like the values of those times, that's your prerogative, but it's kind of hard to argue that the systems of government improved during that time, and that the country and all of that is more stable after that, because it's kind of obvious it isn't, and that's not good for anyone, and that's kind of the thing I'm going for here with the point. You know, I mean, these are really, really political questions the game is asking me, I think. I hope it's not too much of a controversial takes I'm doing here. Also, I'm looking at it from like an outsider's view. I don't really have, in an immediate sense, a horse in that race. Like, in my country, in Finland, it has, at least during my lifetime, it has felt that the head of state has, throughout the thing, been more or less constantly a reasonable person who has pretty reasonable takes, at least in the presidency. Prime Minister, not always. Not quite so much, but nothing as bad as the examples I just made. There was one that was kind of close, but not really that close, so. But that's getting into kind of the weeds that isn't really a thing for today, I think. In any case, I feel like thus far, I'd love for there to be an always working, like the wise elders, the wise leaders who make choices that make sense and, help the betterment of humanity, that sort of stuff. It would be awesome if there would be a way to always make sure that that's gonna always work. But there goddamn isn't, and that's really, really frustrating. Because when that goes to hell, it really goes to hell. Like, yeah. Hello. It is a heavy rifle gun. Is there still something to shoot? I have no idea. I have zero clue. Heavy rifle ammo. Plasma rifle! Yeah, 20 capsules, damn. Maybe there is something to shoot. That sounds like a lot. It looks like there's at least cameras in there. I have one Praxis kit. I have no idea. Last known location marker, maybe. Sure. Best option, I think.
What the hell?
Indeed. Something about 2 girls, but I don't know do we get to that.
Oh my god.
Water pressure on.
Apparently, yes.
73.
Maybe.
Who am I? Communications web online. I feel cold. Drones 1 through 3 within operational parameters.
Yep.
I don't remember. Drone 4 disconnected. Let me go. Processing. Oh God, please help me. I'm scared. Core Core temperature stable. Processing.
Like in Missing
Sal.
Link.
What are you doing?
Connecting to Panchaea's Hiron project, Mr. Jensen. The most advanced quantum computer slave to the human brain, and the closest to perfection we'll ever achieve. I'm going to use it to hack Darrow's signal and rework the message to our benefit.
Our benefit? You mean the Illuminati's?
The Matrix is coming, let's go. Apparently. Ah!
Someone has to override the signal and be the world's savior. And let's be honest, neither of us would trust anyone else to fill that role. Computer, begin EEG sync.
I have no... Is,
Syncing beta waves at
is-
40 cycles per
is
second.
this a boss fight for the purposes of the achievement, or...
Incompatible master-slave chain detected. Alert. Unable to transfer control to Alpha Pod.
The system won't recognize my chip.
Neural systems offline.
Okay.
Rerouting control of EEG.
I can't control Hiron.
Increasing glutamate levels by 32%.
Sal, get them out of there. I have to reach the control chamber.
No! I can still control it! I'm in control!
Stop the signal! Security alert. Through the primary control hatch.
Oh, shit.
Do I get to press buttons, or... I do?
Alpha Pod security in.
Okie dokie, save game, and I did not remember that there's a final boss fight like this. I think it might be a final boss fight. I don't know.
Place. To access Alpha Pod, purge tertiary pods.
What does defeating the Hiron
I must be the one to...
project even mean? I don't understand. Okay,
alter the signal. Once I do, the council will welcome me with open arms.
do I press button?
Protect Mother! Stay away! Stay away!
Dedicated terminal. Do I just... Hold on.
Where does he want to kill us? Kill him.
I have no, like... I'm just like... I guess I need to go press buttons.
You have been better served keeping your head down, Jensen.
Warning. Contamination.
I'll do it, Mother. Just don't hurt anymore. Just no more pain. Please keep him away from us.
Warning. Man.
I don't know what to... Like, is this what I mean? What I'm supposed to do?
Tertiary pods
or-
initiate. Total system purge in effect. Shutting down tertiary stations.
Hi?
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Electric discharge sequence initialized.
Where did you get that gold?
I don't...
Fool down. This will not stop me, Jensen.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Hide these governments. No, wait. It's initiating emergency protocols. You don't know the resources they have at their disposal, Jensen. Despite your special genetics, you
What am I supposed to do?
have been in over your head the whole time. Initiate dissipation protocol.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Halfway to discharge sequence.
Damn Darrow. He betrayed them.
Warning. Primary pod compromised. Secondary security measures activated. Evacuate area.
I don't...
You still cannot reach me, Jensen. There are too many contingencies built into the system. You and I have both failed.
I'm very confused. Like, am I supposed to destroy the robots, or... Defeated. The signal was protected by the Hyron project, cutting-edge security system, didn't mention, made of advanced quantum computers, slave to human drones. Zhao took disrupted, so I want to shut down the signal. I'm gonna have to defeat her. Right. But what does that, like, actually mean? Like, actually, what does that mean? And, like, can I be seen or not?
Warning. Primary pod station failed.
It's not right. I have worked too long to stop now. You on the floor. Is that no? It is all mine. I have given everything for this.
Warning. Primary pod station failure imminent.
Like, am I just supposed to wait her out or do something? I genuinely am quite confused.
Warning. Electrical charge approaching critical level. Discharge imminent. Clear the area.
Am I allowed to be seen? I have no idea. I guess I should just finish the fight and just... I mean, do I need to break the glass? Like, hello? Okay. Cool, but I don't know if that's what I need to do, though. Because I may have killed something I don't wanna. Okay, but now I have at least maybe an idea. That is still... Because I'm really worried that I'm doing something I'm not allowed to, you know?
Alpha. Pod security in place. To access Alpha Pod, purge tertiary pods.
I will be the one to alter the signal. Once I do, the council will welcome me with open arms.
Good for you.
No! Protect Mother! Stay away! Stay away! Batman is here.
Warning. Manual open.
Okay. I'm just... Okay, so... Was I supposed to destroy the robots, or was that just a side thing?
Override of tertiary pods initiated. Total system purge in effect.
Shutting down tertiary stations.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical.
I really don't know.
And rising. Electric discharge sequence initialized.
Where did you get that gold? From that fool, Daryl. This will not stop me, Jensen. Timing is gone. No, wait! It's initiating emergency protocol.
I have no clue what's gonna need to be done. I'll just do a safety save and hope that that's what happened was okay. I have no idea.
You don't know the resources they have at their disposal, Jensen. Despite your special genetics, you have been in over your head the whole time.
Sure.
Initiate dissipation
You do you, lady. I'll just
protocol.
have a plasma rifle.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Halfway to discharge sequence.
I'll just wait here and recharge my stuff.
Warning. Primary pod compromised. Secondary security measures activated. Evacuate area.
It says primary pod compromised. Maybe that's good. I don't know. Fingers very crossed. Let's eat some energy bars and go find out.
You still cannot reach it, Jensen. There are too many contingencies built into the system. You and I both.
Okay, so is that what fixes it? I'm so confused. I'm very much not a fan of this boss fight. I have no idea, but I guess I'm allowed to be seen.
Warning. Primary pod station failure imminent. Warning. Electrical charge approaching critical level. Discharge imminent. Clear the area.
Yeah, if you... See, I feel like that's a non-lethal takedown. Just a full plasma clip to the face. She's fine. Right? She'll wake up with like a slight ache in like an arm and she's fine. I think she's fine. Surely. Right? Well, I hope that's good enough. Man, kids, remember, if you're gonna try to do Deus Ex without being seen, have a lot of cyber energy bars, because that was close. And I mean, this boss fight I have to imagine is okay to be seen. I have to, like, because boss fights should not count toward the whatever. That's what the achievements say, at least. Alright. That's an interesting little... I genuinely did not remember that there was a... that there was a boss fight involving the anything. I thought that the final boss sorta kinda was the third mercenary. I did not remember that she was that this was at all a thing. I had completely forgotten. Hi. You okay? She looks fine. Like, you know, in the winter, you gotta be warm, so she looks like she's gonna be warm for a while, and crispy, and she's gonna, I mean, she no longer needs to pick up a pencil to write a letter, because she can just, like, use her finger, like, because it's gonna, you know, drop a nice line of coal and charcoal and stuff. It'll be fine. I mean, that looks healthy and fine if you just squint a little bit. I think it's decent. Oh, hold on. What is you? Oh wow! I didn't realize that this was the thing. I have absolutely never seen that, at least. I feel like I should remember. Well, I say that, but I don't remember the entire boss fight to begin with. Action music. Sure, why not?
Hello, Adam.
Hi.
Welcome to the edge.
Living on the edge.
The world, but you can see it from here.
Eliza? What are you doing here?
It is my job to monitor and report on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer.
I mean, I don't think Adam is very injured.
Where we are, Adam? We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
It would certainly give them reason to fear it.
Indeed. Darrow's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal. Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. However, if you desire, I can alter Darrow's message. Conceal the creation of the biochip while putting in new content.
Content blaming the Humanity Front, like Sarah suggested.
The organization has already admitted to harboring terrorists. It would be easy to convince people they turn to biological warfare in a more desperate attempt to get rid of augmented people.
But why? What would that achieve?
In time, it could shift the focus of hatred onto people whose prejudices are seen as too extreme, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution as they desire. But if you want me to perform this edit for you, you must disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Alternatively, Darrow's message can be adjusted to erase all mention of the power group known as the Illuminati. I can report that lack of proper regulation allowed vast quantities of neuropozyne to become contaminated prior to reaching the market.
Taggart's preference. You think the world will buy a made-up story about neuropozyne poisoning?
You might be surprised by what people believe.
Yeah.
I can convince them.
Yeah,
and having experienced the negative effects of corporate negligence firsthand, a majority of people might force the world to place harsh restrictions on all human enhancement research. But only if you disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Of course, there is another option. This passage leads to Panchaea's pressure regulation controls. Destroy them and the installation will cave in on itself, overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
That's a solution?
No one will be left to tell the world what happened, Adam. Nobody will be able to spin the story.
Including me.
The choice is yours. Do you believe you have the wisdom to choose an appropriate future for mankind? Or do you trust mankind to find the answers on its own?
This is a... On one hand... Okay, so... on like a philosophical level, there is a lot of interesting questions and wonderings about this. Like, you know, which of these four options is the most sensible and by what reasoning? And I don't think there's a correct option. Like, you know, the freedom with Seraph and friends, which I think was the one on the left, maybe. Like, there is, like, it does sound reasonably good that the extremists would be even more disliked. You know, the terrorism and stuff, the terrorists and stuff. That's yeah, but letting corporations do whatever they want in terms of research and testing and whatever to do and gain, and when you trust corporations to do the right thing, that is bad. That just it never ever works. It's gonna end up like, you know, Night City in Cyberpunk, where a number of megacorporations own everything, and the people just suffer below them, and it's just like, in my experience, it just, whenever one tries to privatize stuff away from the government, from where we are currently, for example, in my country, in Finland, it tends to not go great. But again, most of the stuff is privatized, but some things should not be. That's a separate can of worms. What I'm saying is that stuff like transportation to some extent, healthcare to an extent, that sort of thing should be on the government and have a private option. And then privatizing basically most of the other stuff, that seems to work okay. But the kind of like, okay, augmentation is every, you know, corporations do everything, that tends to leave into the people suffering under that weight of the corporations having everything, you know. That tends to not be good. And then the truth out completely as such. Fearing augmentations and stopping it, that is not I think that might be the slightly less bad option. But only because it doesn't have the corporate hell built into it so heavily. However, vilifying augmentations doesn't sound sensible to me. Like, having eyeglasses is an augmentation. Having, you know, the leg brace that Darrow had is an augmentation to an extent. Like, it's like we all have augmentations of just a different kind. It doesn't seem sensible to me to vilify that. Like, they're literally, I think, there very clearly is reason to think that it will better humanity to have augmentations as a thing, and just an extreme option of, it is bad, fear them, I don't like it, because I feel like that way of just going toward some sort of augmentation allows people to have better lives. You know, maybe they'll need to replace a leg with chronic pain. That might work. Maybe they need to just add more leg power because they have like a muscle condition that makes the muscles atrophy and die, and then, you know, they can actually live a normal life with augmentations instead. You know, all this kind of stuff. Like, the medical life quality improvements and just life quality improvements in general, they're really, really cool stuff and important. And vilifying that, I feel, is still not great. So, corporate hell is the worst option. All truth out to vilify augmentations is the second worst option of these three. I'm the Joker card of bury the place and no one will know, and I don't know, is such an oddball option. I don't really know where to put it in there. I'm just saying I would go into not an option because it would kill everyone here. I'm gonna throw in a ballpark guess of 200, 300, 400, 500 people. No. Especially, like, that is just not an option to me. I'm not saying, like, never compromise, not even in the face of Armageddon, like Rorschach would say, but especially in a completely, I don't know what's gonna happen, killing that sort of people, no. No. And then the option of just steering towards regulation. I worry that the regulation will be too harsh. That's definitely a problem that can happen. Like, I feel like I'm pretty liberal with things that people should be allowed to do, and too much regulation is not good there either. That is definitely a problem that can happen there. But out of these options, I think it's still the best one. It's very, very flawed. It can go into too much regulation and then just lead into people not getting the life quality improvements they should and could get, but it's still the safest option, I think. I do think that, in the end. None of these is perfect, and all of them could end up into a hellscape in the end, of just bad. They could, but I think that's still the safest option.
If you do this, first-hand experience with corporate negligence on such a grand scale may convince mankind to enact harsh restrictions on human enhancement research. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yeah. I have thought about this now. I've thought this through. There's no good option here. This is the least terrible, but they're all bad choices.
So be it then.
Freedom. To those who don't have it, it's more valuable than gold. But where should it start and end? We humans often think we have the right to expand, absorb, convert, or possess anything we need to reach our dreams. But time and time again, hasn't this led to conflicts with others who essentially believe the same thing? Looking back on the challenges I faced, at the way I often resolve them, I realize morality can become our saving grace. Most of the time, didn't I try to keep my values in mind, knowing how my actions would affect others? More often than not, I resisted the urge to abuse power and resources simply to reach my goals more swiftly. I managed to hang on to my humanity. But the temptation to ignore it was always there. It's that temptation that so worries Taggart. He's not afraid of freedom. He's afraid of the chaos that erupts when individuals have nothing but morality to constrain them. He wants us to regulate enhancement technologies because he fears all that power, without limits, without guide rails to keep us from abusing it. Absolute freedom is no better than chaos. Society needs laws and regulations to protect it. So if the men and women behind Taggart need to work in the shadows, pulling strings to enable us to head in a safe direction, will supporting them be all that bad? If they're as wise as Taggart says, how bad will their leadership be?
That one wasn't very wise.
I just hope they stand by what they say.
Well, there's... Never trust too much on hope. It's just... bad choices, you know? Pacifist. I got pacifist. I got that one. I'll take it. Meaning I didn't kill anyone. I'll take it. I have no idea what the alarm thing in the end fully, like, requires. It might just be not even reasonable. Alrighty. And the game started really lagging on whatever it's trying to do, but it's still doing something. I'm actually really surprised that I got pacifist, because I know one of those, at least one of the people I dealt with died even just basically because of me, because I punched them, I pulled them into a vent with their friends, and then they died in that vent. But there we go. That is there. That is done. Game done. And I got an achievement for killing no one the entire goddamn run. Apart from boss fights. But yeah, because boss fights you have to end up killing them. Boom. Done. Done. There it is. Full playthrough. Holy moly, that game was long. Oh boy. But it was good though. I had my annoying moments in there. I was annoyed here and there for damn sure. But we got there. I wonder though if like without raising an alarm is like literally no hostile, no person can be alarmed in any way. I wonder if that's what it is. I have no idea. Or I believe in the very, very beginning I destroyed one turret. I wonder if that caused an alarm. I don't remember. In like some way. I don't know. But still, I'm happy about the pacifist though. That is nice. That is really, really nice. Maybe one day I'll try a replay on the easiest difficulty to do without alarms. I wonder, was there anything on the hardest difficulty? I don't remember. If there is, I might need to reconsider. But again, I'm probably am quite done with this though. Yeah, complete Deus Ex without setting off any alarms, whatever the hell that means. Because I don't feel like I did, but I don't know. And yeah, complete the game on its hard setting without ever changing the difficulty. That is there as well. No. Yeah, I apparently at least quickly checking in the true achievements in the trueachievements.com guide, it does say that at least enemies can be hostile. That's fine. But so I don't really know what the requirements could even be. It's really kind of random what this is, you know, to not be getting an alarm, you know. Not sure. Oh well. I probably will not do this game again just for those. I got the pacifist one. That's... I'll take it. Yeah, no idea what the requirement for no alarms could be. It's so extremely random, apparently. There might be silent alarms for no real good reason. Who the hell knows? But there we are. That's a pretty cool visual for the credits as well. That's kind of cool. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'm a little annoyed that I couldn't get the alarm achievement because I did not raise an alarm. I feel like it should then give the achievement, but the games are kind of like this. Dishonored is kind of similar in that, you know, someone died of natural causes, it's your fault, and there you go. You know, I actually managed Dishonored's pacifist runs in all Dishonored games, but still, it's very picky with that. So, I'm at least I suppose I should be grateful that this game is not as picky with them. Like if an enemy or an NPC apparently dies of some sort of physics collision, then that is not your fault, apparently. At least it seems like it, because I'm pretty sure in the vents in the Detroit police station, I'm pretty sure one of them, the enemies died there. When I packed them into the vent and one of them died. Maybe it was just because I changed the areas through loading screens and then sort of death came to them then. I don't know, but yeah. I remember that bit annoyed me, but I just, you know, what do you do? Man. Oh, and the missing link is a separate thing. Oh, wow. Oh boy. Yeah, and again, I have no idea if I get to, like, do I need to cut this for the YouTubes, because oftentimes the credit bits are like, hi, here is this claim for the corporal, just like they claim whatever for the musics and whatever, so then you have to cut the whole thing. We'll see. That's often what happens, but so it goes. More importantly, game done. Game done. That is the thing. Oh boy. God damn. I honestly at some points was starting to get a bit demoralized because this game was so much longer than I remembered it being. It's been a very, very, very long time since I played this. Very long time. Oh man. If I remember correctly, it felt like the very first rooms were a really, really steep learning curve of the stealth, but after that it got easier and easier in many ways, especially when you get more and more invisibility things. So that really does help. I do feel like it really could benefit from being able to just carry, for example, the bodies. Dragging them around is really... I get the idea, but it really doesn't quite work. Because the physics just screw you over all the time. Oh boy. But so it is. Done is done. As the music cuts off weirdly, but so it goes. It's a post-credits scene!
You worry too much, Morgan. There's nothing we can't manage given time. She's here. I have to cut this short. Keep going through the wreckage. Maybe we'll find something we can use for the Morpheus initiative. Come in! Dr. Reed! We're so pleased you decided to join us.
Where else could I go?
No regrets, my dear. As Ariadne told Theseus before he entered the Minotaur's labyrinth, always forward, never left or right. You'll be very interested in our current project. We're breaking new ground.
Yes, the nanite virus chimera is quite intriguing. I'm looking forward to seeing the hybrid project up close, Mr. Page.
And so you shall. But please, call me Bob.
Bob Page is the big bad of Deus Ex, the first game. And this music is from that as well. Yep, I think we're good. New Game Plus. Yeah, one could maybe be persuaded to do New Game Plus with the, like, you know, so you don't need to actually start from scratch again with the character and just try to not be, you know, raising alarms. Maybe. I don't know. It's a long game still. It's a big ask. I have, you know, but nonetheless, game done though. Game is done. And I'm so glad I managed to finish it. And damn, I liked it. It has its ups and downs and slower moments, and you know, it has its issues, but it's basically, it depends on the point, but it's okay to good. All around. It's an admirable effort, I think. Strong soundtrack, strong look. I like it. And, you know, the important bit, the stealth mechanics, all things being equal, they work. You know, that's the big thing that needs to, you know, operate fine, and it works fine. Here and there, some, like, couple of inconsistencies, but not really anything too bad. And it gets slightly harder, I found, as the game went on, like the how far the enemies like go look for stuff or patrol or such. So I found it interesting. But I hope you've enjoyed, and if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed as well. And if you have, please do drop a like or a comment, because it genuinely really helps. And subscribing also really helps. Every view genuinely helps. And thanks for watching, and see you in the next game. Bye.